All right, guys, we are back in Franklin, Tennessee today to try out an Irish pub that we saw that has a lot of classics that we're used to from the UK. Now, again, if you guys have picked up on the trend here in Tennessee, we don't have many British pubs.
Irish.
They're all Irish pubs.
Yes.
But they do have a lot of comparable dishes, very similar stuff. There might be a few little minute changes here and there between dishes.
But this is what we're working with.
So I'm trying to show you guys what we have available here, because you're always like, why do you fly over here so much to have the stuff that you don't have at home? This is why. Because we don't have it here, and it's not accessible like it is over there. So, with that being said, we're going to an Irish pub today. It's called McCreary's Irish Pub, Franklin, Tennessee. If you guys watched our afternoon tea video, it's probably like a block.
There's the tea place right
down there. And then the Irish place is right behind us here.
Yeah.
So we're going to go try it out, see how it is, see how everything tastes. I know they have bangers and mash, so we could probably see if they're using the correct sausages.
They also have cottage pie too, so.
They've got a few different things, so we're going to go try it out, see how it tastes, and hopefully have a good meal. Okay, so we just placed our order, McCreary's Irish Pub and Eatery. And I will say, big plus, we actually have HP sauce at every table.
Vinegar.
And we've got some vinegar. Let's look at what kind of ketchup they're using here. Not good. It's got high fructose corn syrup.
Does it have red 40?
No red 40.
Okay, that's good.
But it does have high fructose corn syrup.
Not good.
So, bad. But good.
Good.
We ordered the bangers and mash, which the bangers and mash is actually an appetizer on here, which it's normally a main.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And listen to this: Irish pork bangers, served with rustic mashed potatoes, Swiss and cheddar cheese, soda bread, peppercorn sauce.
So we'll see.
Cheese?
We'll
Swiss
see.
cheese?
It does list it as Irish pork sausage.
So let me know. Maybe I'm just ignorant, but for some reason I just don't feel like the folks in Ireland are putting cheese on this.
I don't think so either, but let us know if we're wrong.
But we're going to try it out anyways. And then we also got a jacket potato. We got a chicken club jacket potato with grilled chicken, butter, bacon, cheese, sour cream, and chives. But here's what's interesting, is they just call them hot potatoes. They don't call it jacket potato. So again, that might be catering to Americans, because...
No, if it was Americans, it'd be baked potato.
Well, I mean, like, instead of saying jacket potato.
I guess.
If you say jacket potato, most people here have no idea what you're talking about. And then our final thing that we got, we smelled the fish when we walked in, and I saw the vinegar, and my mouth started to water. So we got a lunch portion of fish and chips, which it says Irish chips and tartar sauce with cod fillets. So I'm gonna have to judge it accordingly if they're telling me it's chips. But they have a really big menu here. A lot of it is kind of a mix between Irish. Wait, they have an oyster fry.
Oh, we'll have to come back to
Saturday
that.
and Sunday. So oyster fry is like the Irish version of a fry up, but it's got Irish bangers, bacon, corned beef, 2 eggs, mushrooms, onions, and potatoes with black and tan bread.
We'll have to come back for that.
We'll have to come try that out. But they also have Guinness on tap on the draft. So, yeah, we'll see how it is. They have a Guinness chocolate cake.
Oh, man.
We'll see how we feel after we eat all this.
We're going to be so full.
I may be full, and I may not want that, but it does sound really good. Okay, so this is the bangers and mash, which this is different than any banger and mash I've ever tried. The sausages taste really good. Let's try out the sauce they have here. Very nice, dipped in the horseradish sauce. Let's try out their potatoes. Pretty good. The sausages taste great. The potato, nice and creamy. Horseradish sauce is a nice complement to the bangers. I'm not sure why there's cheese on here though. Let me know if that's an Irish thing down below. Granted, I haven't been to Ireland yet. I'm planning on going this year. But I'm just not sure that they would put Swiss cheese on bangers and mash. Let me know. Honestly, I would probably give the sausages like an 8.5. They taste really good. I don't like when they're sliced this way, and that's just like a personal preference thing. But let's take a bite. That tastes really good. But again, why do we have Swiss and cheddar cheese on this? It's like not even a part of the. I think this is Irish soda bread. The bread's nice. If it's not soda bread, it's a different kind of Irish bread, but I know it's Irish bread. It's pretty good. Not a bad appetizer. So we're going to start off with our fish and chips. And what I will say here is it looks better than a lot of the ones we've had here in the U.S. We actually are getting full-size chips here. Cool. That's good. That's a good chip. Now, we're going to splash it with some vinegar and some salt, as we always do. Now, again, I picked this up from Danny from Rate My Takeaway. He'll do salt, vinegar, and then salt again. So let me know your order. You might do it differently. You might not do salt first. You might do vinegar first. So let me know. We're going to splash it again with that extra salt. And what I do appreciate is this wasn't salted when they brought it out. So some of the places in the U.S. that we've been, it's really salty initially. So the fact that these weren't pre-salted is very nice. But we've got 2 pieces of cod here. So it looks like they cut a chunk of a fillet in half. Let's try it out. Take a look at that. Wow. I'm actually impressed. Let's try out the tartar sauce. That's really good. I think the one I make at home is still probably better than this one. But for a restaurant here in the U.S., especially in Tennessee, because we've had a lot of different fish and chips in Tennessee, this might be the closest thing to authentic fish and chips that I have found at a restaurant in Tennessee. I'm going to give this an 8.9. In an effort to keep this more authentic, I'm not going to add sour cream. Sour cream is definitely an American addition. So we're going to try out the jacket potato with the toppings it has: cheese, bacon, chicken, and butter. We'll see how this compares to the ones I've had over in the UK. It looks pretty good. Pretty good. Bacon's got good flavor. You can't go wrong with bacon. Grilled chicken's nice. It does just taste like American cheddar, though. It doesn't taste nearly as strong as British cheddar. The potato's nice and fluffy. It doesn't have much of a crisp on the outside, though. And I prefer crispy outside, fluffy inside, but that's just my preference. But this isn't bad at all. This is pretty good. All things considered, I'm probably going to give this like a 7.1. It's not as good as the ones I've had in the UK by any means, especially with the potato. I think they could have crisped this up a little bit more. This kind of feels more like a baked potato rather than the way you guys do jagged potatoes, which they're similar, but there is a difference to them. But 7-1 tastes pretty good. The toppings are nice. I just wish they had a British cheddar. It just doesn't taste like one. It may be, but I doubt it. Okay, Savannah, you're going to give the bangers and mash a run.
I am. They look good.
Going straight for the horseradish?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like your sausages cut that way?
I don't mind.
I don't like it.
Why?
I don't know. I like being able to just cut bits out of a whole one.
I'm kind of weird about meat, so I like when it gets crispy like that. Like, meat kind of freaks me out sometimes, but whenever it's like extra done like that and has the crisp, I like it. So these are pretty good.
So what would you rate it?
I think an 8 out of 10. I like the flavor of the sausage. Definitely doesn't taste like American sausage, which is good. And I really like the whatever sauce that is.
I think it's horseradish.
I've never seen bangers and mash come with mashed potatoes that have the skin in them.
I feel like some people are going to think it's lazy.
That's a pretty big thing in America. There's a lot of mashed potatoes that have skin in them.
I prefer creamy mashed potatoes.
Me too.
Without the skin. I think the skin has a place. It's just not in that. 8 out of 10. All right,
Yeah.
now you got to try the fish and chips.
All right, next we're going to try the fish and chips. Kalani already put the vinegar and everything on. And yes, I'm using my hands. I'm in America, so.
Wow. So you're not a knife and fork kind of gal?
In my soul, I'm American, so when I'm home, I'm not using a knife and fork.
Hey, Savannah can attest to this. Pretty much every meal now I eat with a knife and fork.
You do.
Even if we're not filming something.
Not me. I'm sorry. That's good.
That's probably the best one we've had out. Most authentic, at least.
That is, yeah, definitely the best one we've had out. The crunch is really good on there.
And it actually gives us full-size chips.
Those are good as well. Kalani's is better, but for being in a restaurant, I'm going to give this an 8.5.
All right, and the final thing you got is
Jacket
the
potato?
jacket potato.
I think that was a bite of just bacon. Hold on. It's good.
You see what I'm saying about the cheese, though? It doesn't taste like UK cheese.
It's probably not. I would assume
Or
so.
Irish cheese, I guess, if it were to be here. But
it just feels like a baked potato. And I know, because I used to think they were the same thing until I had a jacket potato, and they're different. And
jacket potatoes are usually crispier on the outside.
crispier, and the inside has been like, the inside of a jacket potato is almost like mashed potatoes before they're mashed up all the way.
Yeah, with how fluffy they
Like
get.
nice and fluffy. So that's what I don't like about this. The potato could be fluffier. It tastes good for a baked potato. In terms of like a jacket potato, I would give it like a 7.1.
Okay, so the more I thought about the bangers and mash, it was just all wrong. There's no gravy. The sausages tasted fine. The horseradish is good. The mash, if you like peel in it, it tasted fine. It was creamy outside of those skin bits, but that wasn't bangers and mash.
No, it was good, but it wasn't bangers and mash.
So for an authenticity rating, that gets like a 2. Because I've never had bangers and mash with that gravy, and I didn't even think about it while I was sitting there, but I was going back looking through some of the photos I took, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the f- is the gravy? So that's a really bad excuse for bangers and mash.
The fish and chips, though.
Fish and chips was the only redeeming thing for me.
I would tell someone to go there and get fish and chips.
Just fish and chips. And if you like Guinness, they have Guinness, that can be poured.
They had a Guinness chocolate cake that we really wanted to
But we're just
try,
full.
but we're so full.
We didn't even eat all of our food. I've
Yeah.
been trying to eat less, even when I do reviews. So, we didn't eat a ton. But I'm full. I'm stuffed. It was good. The fish and chips was my favorite part. That was like as close as we've had it outside of me cooking it.
Yeah.
In Tennessee. So really good fish and chips. And, I'd go back and eat the fish and chips for sure. I don't know if I'd get anything else again. maybe go back and try the chocolate cake. And I do want to go try the oyster fry there. But now we are headed to the mall because I owe Savannah a shopping day. We're always so busy, so we're taking the day to take Savannah shopping. She wants to get a few things that she needs from Ulta for skincare.
You guys don't have an Ulta, but it's like Super Drugs, sort of.
Kind of like Super
Kinda,
Drug. I
but
think it's a little bit better.
It is.
Better
it's
stuff.
A lot bigger.
But
Ooh,
we're going
look at
to...
that over there, that house.
Oh yeah, that's a nice house.
That's pretty.
As I told you guys the last time we were in Franklin, this is where all the big money's at. So there's some wild houses in Franklin and Brentwood.
Yeah. But we're going to the mall, and Kalani's going to happily walk around. We're going to get Starbucks probably. We're going to go in Ulta. Probably look at some Uggs or something.
So I'm the kind of shopper that enjoys sitting at home, finding exactly what I need on my phone.
And ordering it?
And ordering it.
Yeah.
I don't like having to go browse. I don't like spending a bunch of time just sifting through clothes. Savannah's not that way. Savannah likes doing both, actually. Savannah likes finding stuff online.
I love finding stuff online.
And finding stuff in store.
I will say I don't like to sift through clothes. I'm a shopper that kind of walks in, I look around, and if I don't see something with my eye that like gets my attention, then I just leave. So I'm not really a browser.
So let us know, for any of my folks out there that are married or not married, maybe got a girlfriend, how does it work for you? Is this common? Are the guys usually the ones that know exactly what they want? They go in, they get that one thing, and then they leave? Or are you like Savannah, where if something catches your eye, you may spend 10 minutes looking in a store, or 20 minutes looking in a store, and not buy anything?
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments, because I feel like it's probably that way for a lot of people, but I could be wrong.
Probably. And I also, Kalani does not enjoy it, but I like shopping much more when he agrees to go with me. I like him looking around. I like him looking around with me. I don't know why. It's just more fun when you're with me.
More fun, I guess. But we're going to go to the mall. Thanks for watching.
Oh, wait, there's another pretty house. Hold on. Look, you guys. Ooh. Okay.